What if I told you that one of the greatest little sports cars ever made might actually be becoming too small for modern humans? Seriously, could someone over 2 meters tall comfortably drive a tiny classic sports car? Could someone bigger, heavier, broader still enjoy something like a Mazda Miata? Or are humans slowly outgrowing old cars? Before we begin, subscribe, hit the bell, and tell me in the comments what's your height and weight and what car feels way too small for you, because this gets interesting. Let's start with a little story. The Mazda Miata, or Mazda MX-5, arrived in 1989 with one simple mission: make driving fun again. Tiny, lightweight, rear-wheel drive, simple manual gearbox, no unnecessary nonsense. Mazda looked at classic British roadsters, cars full of character but often full of problems, and thought, what if we made something simple, fun, light, and reliable? And somehow, this tiny little sports car became one of the most loved sports cars in history. People loved it because it felt honest. Low seating position, wind in your face, no giant screens, no fake engine sounds, no distractions, just driving. But then something changed. Humans changed. We became taller, wider, heavier, and suddenly, a strange question appears. How does a Mazda Miata feel for different body sizes? At around 170 to 180 centimeters in average weight? Honestly, almost perfect. You sit low, you feel connected to the road, everything feels exciting, even normal speed feels fast. At around 190 centimeters, still possible, still fun. And now comes the real test. What about someone 2 meters tall or more, or someone taller and heavier? Maybe over 120 or even 130 kilograms. Now things become interesting. Getting in, a challenge. Getting out, another challenge. The roof suddenly feels much lower. The steering wheel much closer. Your legs begin fighting for space. And suddenly, the Miata feels less like transportation and more like something you are trying to fit into. But here is the funny part. Maybe the Miata didn't become smaller. Maybe humans simply became bigger, taller, broader, heavier, and cars slowly adapted around us. Higher roofs, bigger seats, more space, more comfort, more convenience. But maybe less emotion, because yes, modern cars fit us better. But do they feel more exciting? Do they feel more alive? Or did we slowly trade emotion for comfort? And now I need your help, because this might become a series. Choose the next car for the experiment. Should we test a BMW E30, a Porsche 911, a classic Mini? Write it in the comments. Your comments will decide the next episode, because maybe we're about to discover which classic cars still fit modern humans and which ones no longer do.